good day everyone. We are here in Nora Vargas's home. Thank you, Nora, for inviting us.
You are welcome. Welcome to my home. It's my sacred space, so I'm so happy that you're here.
Nora, you have a beautiful house. I see your decoration. You're embracing two nations in our culture. How do you feel about that?
You know, I think for me, my home is a sacred place, and I have a tough job. I work very hard to represent my community, and so when I come home, it needs to be a place where can feel peace, and part of that is making sure that my heritage and my culture are a part of it. And so being binational and fronteriza, it's at its core, and so it's exciting to be able to come home to a safe space like that.
So you were born in Tijuana, is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Born and raised in Tijuana, and the hospital's still there where I was born.
Wow.
My birthday just happened, so 53 years ago I was born in Tijuana.
Is there like something about Nora that people would be surprised to know about you? Some special, I don't know, some secret you have that nobody knows?
I really like to spend time by myself. You know, I'm a very extroverted person, and I love being around community and people, but I really, really love to read and spend time by myself.
Alone time.
Alone
That's
time.
Very valuable.
Alone time, and I think sometimes I don't know that people, when they see me or they meet me, they don't think that that's something that I would do.
I was gonna ask you about your hobbies, but coming into Nora's house, it's so beautifully decorated, and I see you're kind of like a decorator.
Oh, okay, so that's one thing that people don't know. I love doing construction work. So
okay.
I think I know how to do construction. I don't. I'm really happy that my cousin is a part of the carpenters. He's a union member. So every time I start a new project, I call him or my brother, and then I call him and ask him to come and check in to make sure that everything is okay, because I don't know if something's not going to work out for me. But I've been able to make a mini bar, and then I redid my library, and then one of the rooms I turned into an office. So I took all the rugs and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's one thing people don't know about me.
How can we help as a community to, solve some of the issues that are occurring right now in San Diego County?
You know, I think one of the best ways that people can get engaged in science, and I know sometimes it's hard, right? Because everybody has tough jobs and families and all of that, but find out what your passion is and what do you care about, and be an advocate for that, right? So I love telling the story that for almost 10 years, moms and young people in the community had been fighting to get public transportation in the county of San Diego at no cost, right, for free, and nobody paid attention to them, right? And it wasn't until I had the honor of serving on the Board of Supervisors and as chair of SANDAG and chair of transportation of SANDAG at the time.
How can we get more people to the voting, via mail or actually going to the polls?
Yeah, I think, we're less than 20 days away from this presidential election, and I think it's extremely important that everybody gets engaged. I know that a lot of people are feeling discouraged, or they feel like, does my vote count, or, same old, but I think people have to remember, absolutely the presidential race is extremely important for the future of our country. I have my candidate, right, that I'm supporting. But I want people to remember that your local races are so important, right? County supervisor, we're the ones, we're managing an $8.5 billion budget. We decide where resources go, from anything from juvenile courts to, CalFresh, which we actually have been able to increase about 6%, I think it is. More people have access to it. Or we're able to create environmental initiatives that help communities, or like I said, the transportation issue where everybody gets to do it now, gets public transportation for free. But, your school boards matter, right? What are the books that your kids are able to read? What classes are they teaching them? You want to make sure that it's the right people who are serving in these seats. And then you have your city council offices that are so important because, what I always tell people, what you see on TV and what you hear in the news is one thing, but the truth is that politics is not a game. Politics is really about public service. It's about helping communities. It's about being able to reallocate the resources that you pay into as a taxpayer doesn't matter what your documented status is, we all pay taxes in one way or another. And so you just get somebody, imagine like you go to work, you have your money, and then somebody just manages your money nomás porque sí, right? So let's make it about what you want and what you need, and how do you make sure that things that you care about are prioritized. And I think that is why representation matters so much, because you want people that look like you, that know your community, and can help you, push, things that matter for you. This country is an amazing country. The United States is a country that is full of opportunities, and I think we need to figure out a way. I'm hoping for a really good outcome. I'm going to be fighting for that outcome to be a positive one. But no matter what, we have checks and balances, and we're going to work really hard to make sure that our communities are safe, and our engagement shouldn't stop on election day. It should continue, because this is, I really believe, particularly for Latinos and our binational community, somos el corazón de esta comunidad, right? We are the heart and the soul of this community. We're hard workers. And so it's very important that we don't let our voices not be heard. So we have to continue to be engaged, and we have to continue to participate. And I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for the future and the things that are to come.
Well, there you have it.